So before we start on another crochet tutorial, I thought I would just show you guys some beginner patterns. I would like to tell beginners to always look for the abbreviation list. A lot of times people will say a pattern is beginner friendly, but the abbreviation list is extremely long, and it is more complicated than you are probably ready to tackle. So when I teach a class, sometimes I'll have this little list over here that shows all the things that you learn in the class. And all we were making were little cup cozies made in a spiral. If you look at the first 3 videos we went through, that was all in a spiral, really simple. But still, you're learning all of these things. You're learning what the back loop and the front loop are, the basic pattern abbreviations, how to cast on, how to chain, how to count your chains, how to make stitches, how to count them, gauge, hook construction, how to hold your hook, how to join the chain in a circle, what does yarn over hook mean? There's all these things you're learning in the class, and so when I have people take a class and they feel like all they learned to do was make a single crochet and go around in a spiral, it's a bigger deal than you think, because you're not just learning a single crochet. You're learning all of these skills, and you're learning how to make the stitch, which is a really big deal. I don't think people need to take classes forever. I think it's helpful when you're first starting, or if you want to learn something more technical. But those first couple classes will really help you. Even just looking at YouTube tutorials can help as well. So this is one, and this has the abbreviations. This is another pattern I did, and I'm showing you straight up. You could just steal it, I guess, but it's a good example of also what a beginner pattern should look like. This one I did with no abbreviations, with the beginner in mind. And so I teach this one for classes. I have this pattern for sale in my shop. Obviously it has pictures and helpful things in it. But this one doesn't have an abbreviation list at all. So if you were to look and see, there's no abbreviations. You don't have to worry about it. Everything is spelled out. Single crochet, back loop, all of that. So you can just work through the pattern and get those skills down, basically, because the single crochet is really foundational. I mean, you can learn the chain for a while, and I teach kids how to make chains, and they can make scarves out of their chains, which is fun for them too. But I think as an adult, once you learn to make a couple chains, you can kind of move on to the single crochet pretty quickly. So anyway, I thought this would be helpful. This is the back loop beginner cowl, and that's what I was showing in the last couple of videos with the mustard yellow yarn, if you want to look that up. And then these are just cozies I did for a class when I taught at the Dancing Sheep in Wyoming. So yeah, I thought that would be helpful for you guys to see those 2 patterns.